and welcome back to Let's Build King Cross Station, part 78. And we're finally gonna start platform 9 3/4. Yay! Finally feels like we're getting back to some Harry Potter stuff. Yay! After this, platform 9 3/4, I estimate 2 to 3, then the roads, and then we're going to go to Privet Drive. So definitely all Harry Pottery now. For a bit. Feels good to get back to a bit of Harry Potter. Okay, so our platform 9 3/4, we are going to put it pretty much directly underneath here, that we have here. Now, if you are good with your teleport blocks, and I will show you how to use the teleport blocks for those who don't know how, eventually, you can put your platform 9 3/4 anywhere you want. Anyway, you could put 1,000 blocks in that direction, 1,000 blocks high. Well, not 1,000 blocks high, we don't have 1,000 blocks high. But you could put it high up in the air, low down in the ground, 1,000 blocks that way, or that. Anywhere you want. Because you're going to put in a teleport block that will take you directly to there. However, I am aware not everybody's comfortable using the teleport block. So we're going to do this as if we're not going to use the teleport blocks, but we will eventually use them. But I'm going to do this so that those who don't want to use the teleport blocks can still do this. So first things first, for our equipment, we're going to need some night vision potion. We're going to need brick, and a painting. Yes, we'll do that now. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think we're going to get that much done today. I think we're going to spend most of the time digging it out. So we're going to dig it out and we'll see if we can lay the tracks. So for that we want the cobbled deep slate. We want some spruce slabs and the planks, and some anvils. I really can't see us getting much further than that today, but just in case, we'll put in some stone brick and some stone. We're definitely not going to get further than the platforms. Okay, so again, this can be done all by hand, but I am going to use a few fill commands to cheat and dig this out faster. So for those of you who have done the wall, you have only done this if you are going to do platform 9 3/4. We are going to alter it slightly, and we're going to put in an extra row there. So it's still going to blend in quite nicely, nobody's going to know. Yeah, that way we have a center block, like so, that we can dig into. So for those using the teleport blocks, you're going to put that one out, you're going to put your command block in there, and then a pressure plate on top of that. But again, we'll worry about that when the time comes. Now we want to cover this up a bit. Okay, I think we're going to need some signs. I think that's how this is done. Come to that in a moment. In fact, we'll remove the brick because the brick's done for now. I think it needs a sign there. Can only put in one. Not what we want. How have we put in the sign there? That's exactly how it's done. The signs. Okay, we may have to come back to this. I might have to go pick somebody's brain for this, because that should be working and it's not. And I don't understand why. Aha. If I knock that out, it doesn't stay. Okay, let's put that back. But if I knock that out, it's going to... That's it. That's what we want. Pull the brick back. You've got to be really fast with putting that in. So you're going to go into there. So you're going to put the pressure plate there and your command block. But for those who are not using the command block for the teleports, we're just going to dig a big hole. Okay, so this is where our night vision potion is going to come in. So first we're going to go up. So we're going to need to look at your middle number. So that is currently at 74. What we're going to do is dig down 20 blocks. We want a 20 block gap. So we want to dig that down to 54. Now this is a super flat world, so it might all disappear on us anyway. $54. Okay, so now we're going to use our fill commands, and we're going to go for our high numbers first. 15. Let's not lose track of where we are, which we already have. So we want to head that direction. So our platform 9 3/4 is going to go under the tracks. And that way. So this one we're going to put that there for the time. Yep, that there for the time being. Is our corner. So now we need the depth, the width, and the height, and the length, rather. So width-wise, we need to be 33 blocks wide. So we need to check our numbers. 85. $95. So we want to go to about 118. Okay. Well, I'm going to stand where we are there. So we're going to take away. That is more of a guide to tell us how wide we need to go, but it's now going to go this way. Now, okay, never mind. Forget what I've just done. This is where it gets a little confusing. So we've come 20 blocks under everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our fill commands. So fill, squiggle minus 15, squiggle minus 1, squiggle minus 15, squiggle 15, space, squiggle minus 15, squiggle 15. And we're going to replace it with we were right on the bottom of it anyway, by the looks of things. 2 blocks. Well, we don't need to do that again, do we? How best to do this now then? Right, okay. We're going to grab some dirt or grass blocks because that's what we've already got, and I think we're just going to have to build it in rather than dig it out. Now, if you are on an infinite world and not a super flat world, you need to dig out. So you need to dig it out 35 blocks under the 25 you've already done. So leave a 20 block gap, just dig down 20 blocks, and then you're digging out 35 blocks underneath there. You want to go 33 blocks wide and 200 blocks long. So we're going to have to build this in rather than dig it out. So I'm just making it clear for those who are digging it out. Leave a 20 block gap, dig out 35 below that, and you want to go 33 wide and 200 long. You can round it up a bit if you wish to, 35 high, 30, whatever. As long as those minimums are there. So we're going to have to dig this in. So I think what we're going to do is just put that back. And I think we'll take it from there. So it feels weird because we're underneath. Okay, do we need to dig out that last layer? I'm going to say no for now. In fact, I'm going to come down another couple of layers. As I say, you can round this up or down. Okay, so now I'm going to go 35 blocks down. So I'm going to take this line only 35 blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. We're going to add 36 to be on the safe side because that's the level that the deep slate's going to go on. So if you're not using the command blocks, you're going to fall down here. If you're doing this in survival, I would put a bucket of water at the bottom. That way you're not going to die. But you'll have to put ladders to get back up. So you might as well just put ladders in. Okay, so we're going to focus on our width. Now we said we needed at least 33 wide. Yeah. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 30, 31, 32, 33. I'm going to double count that because I lost sight there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 33. I'm going to add 1 on the end like that, so it's 35, 36, 37, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33. So now all that wants to go up there. Now then, I should be able to use the commands that I used before. Have I still got them on here? Sometimes they stay, sometimes they don't. There we go. But we're going to change the smooth sandstone for grass underscore block, and we're going to change that 10 to 35. That'll do us, and that's what we want. Let's take that bit out now, open that out. Okay, so this is where we're going to have to dig some of that out. It doesn't matter where your cursor's pointing, what matters is where your feet are. It goes directly below your feet. We're probably going to change a lot of this grass brick out later, grass block for the walls of the station and that, but these, we need our guide, we need our box. Okay, so we're going to put in a floor. Whoops. So what we need to do is make sure we've got 35 blocks between the top and the bottom here. 17, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. Right, because of those two blocks, 33. Now we can either dig down another 2 blocks or we take out the 2 blocks. I think we're going to dig down another 2 blocks. I think at this point it can't hurt. we got the space, so why not? We can't have too many, I think, at this point. So we're on 15. We go up. To 50. That's 35 blocks. Debating whether or not it might be. We're going to go down one more. The floor level is going to go down one more, because then we can put the tracks straight on top of the dirt, so we don't have to remove the dirt and do it that way. We can just put it straight on top. Just makes an easier job later. So one more. Again, it's different if you're digging it out. If you're digging it out, you need 35 blocks. Okay, so we are 35 blocks deep. In fact, we're 36. Again, if you're digging it out, it's different. You just need 35 because you're going to replace the bottom floor anyway. So 35 blocks deep, and we are 33 blocks wide. So now we need to be 200 blocks long. So that's a long way. So the best way to count that out is pay attention to your numbers. So our numbers, we have got the 8, 4, 5, and it's going down, so we want to be at 6, 4, 5. Okay, so now we need to fill in all the walls and the floor, so that's going to take us a bit of time. I am going to cheat and use the fill commands. There are better fill commands to use than the one I'm using for this one. I just don't know what it is. I don't know how to use that one. So I'm going to stick to the one I know. Oops, 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 oops. Pressing all kinds of the wrong buttons. That's going to take us one block below the bottom. I can fill that in, that's fine. That's the top. I'm going to change that 35 to a 36. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward this now while we fill in the walls. You can either fill them in using this command, or if you know the better command, use that one, or you can do it by hand. It's just going to take you a little while. It's going to take a while doing this one. So I'm going to fast forward and I shall see you guys in a few. Okay. I just realised I put that hole on the wrong side, because when he comes through the wall, he comes on this side, the train's here in the middle. Okay, that's fine, you're just going to have to create a path. For those not using teleport blocks, Okay, so you're going to drop down this hole. Drop down. That's it. Coming through the... Okay, so now you're going to come and down that way and down again. So again, you probably need to put a water block there to stop you from dying if you're in survival. Otherwise, use a teleport block if I was you. I will show you how to do the teleport block later. Where are we for time? I'm hoping to get the tracks in. 46 minutes, we can get the tracks in. Okay, so we're going to go right across the middle. So this is 33 blocks wide, so we want the centre block, which will be... We need light. I'm going to guess that one. Just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15. So that is the middle. The mobs don't bother me. I know it bothers some of you, but I've got used to them. They don't bother me anymore. And we want the friendly mobs. I don't think you can have the friendly ones and not the hostile ones. But they're not attacking, so that's fine too. So we're going to put planks either side of this. We may even get some of the platform in. Ooh. So let's just double check our numbers though while we're here. So we're at 15. We want to go up to 50. We do. So we've definitely got 35 blocks in there after the tracks are in, which is what we want. I'm just going to put tells us that's the front because it's easy to get turned around in here. That's the front. Beep beep. And we're going to put 2 lots of the deep slate beside the planks. Maybe that. If I throw some light about, they'll stop coming in. think we'll do that in a moment. Let's go for sea lanterns to begin with, because we like the sea lanterns, they're pretty. Don't like the glowstone. I'm probably putting these in the complete wrong place. Yes, I am. Never mind. Because all those sea lanterns I've just put down are in my way. So this is temporary with the lights. We do have a light system we're going to put in. So don't worry about that too much, but this is temporary. However, as I said before, you can put your platform 9 3/4 anywhere you want. So it doesn't have to be underground, it doesn't have to be covered up, so it could have the natural sunlight lighting it up. Okay, that's reduced them already. Then we want a stone brick on this side. I think we're going to get the platforms done. I forgot 2 blocks. Bet you thought you were done with the anvils. Might want to turn the sound down for this bit. Oops, oops. Pressing all kinds of buttons now. Time. 58 minutes on my end. I think we're gonna make a start on the platforms. Is that 2 blocks or 3 blocks? 3 blocks. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we have the end stone and the direct, which I've forgotten, so from there it'll be stone, and from there it'll be stone. Now, we have got quite a lot done, much more than I thought we were going to do. I do suspect we're going to take another 2 because we've still got the walls to do and the ceiling to do, the archway over the ceiling. I think that's going to take us a little while. So 2 at the most, I suspect, after this. Okay, so I'm going to cheat a little bit with this. I'm going to come to the back corner and I'm going to use the fill commands again. Wrong buttons. But I don't want grass block. I want stone. And I don't want 15s, I want 10s. Where does that take us? Perfect, so I've just got to stick to this back wall. Now let's hope the same is for this side. Perfect. Again, you can do this by hand if you prefer. It's going to take a lot longer though. Oh dear. Okay, so I think we'll leave it there for now. Obviously there's still lots more to do. We've got all the archways to put in the wall and the ceiling, so it might take two. I think the wall might take the majority of one. And then there's the ceiling. And then there's decorating it. So I think what we'll aim to do next time, we'll do the walls and decorate it, and then the next one we'll do the ceiling, because that's going to take a few. Maybe. Yeah, I do. Okay, so that's the plan. So this is going to take 3. No more than 3. Endstone, diorite, polished diorite even. Don't worry about that next time. Okay, so that's it for me for today. 3 left for this build, and then we're on to Privet Drive. Make sure you check out the links in the description for other tutorial series such as Hogwarts, Hogsmeade, Durmstrang Ship, Azkanban, Beauxbatons, Carriage, Dragon Enclosure. There's a few. There is also a link to our Discord server, Potter's Knights. If anybody has any questions at all, come ask your questions. You will get an answer faster there than you will on YouTube. If you just want to come show off your build, come show off your build. Or if you just want to say hi, come say hi. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, like and subscribe.